Welcome to the very first episode of the Fluency Matters Podcast. My name is Kristy Placido, and I'm here with Carrie Toth and Michelle Kindt.
Hi, everyone.
So Carrie and I are both ADI trainers at the Summer's Conference, and Michelle is the director of the Fluency Matters Conference. So Michelle, what would you like us to know about the conference?
Wow, there's so much to tell you. There's so much to talk about. I am thrilled that Kristy and Carrie are going to be our trainers for acquisition-driven instruction. They have really key topics that they're going to discuss with us, and they're going to be training people, and people are going to be coached, and it's just going to be a great time. There is so much that goes on in a conference. I'm learning, and we have a lot that we're going to be offering you when it comes to great sessions, language training, watching other people teach language. It's really going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this conference so much. And honestly, okay, I'm looking forward to the conference, but I'm also pretty excited that we're going to be in St. Pete, Florida. So we're going to be near some of the most beautiful beaches in the country. So that's exciting.
It was great when we were at the last Fluency Matters conference in St. Petersburg. It was such a great location.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It really is beautiful there. I had the privilege of going there in November when it was cold where I'm from, but warm in St. Petersburg. And it's just lovely. And the spot where we're going to be right downtown is so fun. There's so many great restaurants and lots of little shops and boutiques, and the beach is within walking distance of where we're going to be with the hotels. And just really, really fun place. Lots of activity.
Yeah, I remember the food scene was pretty good in St. Pete, and I'm all about eating whenever I'm visiting a new place. So,
me too.
Good food.
So,
it is good food.
So, I know the early owl registration deadline is coming up here pretty quickly. So, Michelle, what can you tell us about that?
Right. So we have a deadline of March 1st for the early owl registration. And I just want to say that this is going to be, I'm not sure when this is going to be released, this podcast, but it is going to be big news that if you are registered and paid by March 1st, we're going to do a drawing for anybody who's already registered and already paid. And one person is going to get refunded their registration. What they've been charged.
That is so nice.
We want to reward the people that have made the choice and the people who are working hard to make sure that they're registered and paid, and one person's going to get their registration back. So if you haven't and you're thinking about it, it might be worth it to try. It's going to be a drawing, and you have to be registered and paid in order to be eligible. But we're excited about that.
Nice. That is so awesome. So Carrie, you and I have been attending this conference for many years. It was formerly known as IFLT. And so you and I are veterans. We've been presenting for a lot of years. So what's your favorite thing about attending this conference each summer?
What I really like about attending this conference is having the opportunity when you go to a maybe one-day conference or something in your state or in your region. Sometimes there's not a lot for language teachers. And then when you do go to a language teaching conference, sometimes there's not a lot that lines up 100% with teaching for acquisition. You never know when you open up a booklet, whose session do you pick, because are they going to target things that are not maybe important for you in your teaching philosophy. And so I love going to this conference because every session I choose to go to, I just come away with so much new information and new ways to teach for proficiency inside my classroom. So I feel like it's a place where I don't have to worry which session I go to. They're all going to be targeted toward what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and we're doing something a little bit different this year. And Michelle, maybe you want to address this. So we have a new setup kind of where we're going to have learning strands. So each cohort of people is going to be part of a learning strand. And you want to talk through us a little bit with that?
So in an effort to make sure that everybody is having their needs met. For example, everybody comes to a conference with a different ability, different levels of knowledge and experience when it comes to acquisition-driven instruction. So we're hoping that we're going to be able to meet the needs of people by giving them some, I don't know if you want to call it like a camp counselor type person, but every strand is going to have somebody who's going to help walk them through all of the things that they need to be able to do, the different types of trainings that they're getting. They're going to break it down for them. They're going to give them insight into how the different, the things that they've already been doing and how they can move to that next step. You know, we're always trying to grow and better ourselves and to just take people from where they are and figure out what's next for them. So that's kind of what we're going to do with these strands. And they're going to be, each topic that you get is going to be geared to where you kind of are in your experience level.
Right. And I think I'm excited because, so we have 4 ADI trainers. So Carrie and I are both ADI trainers. We also have Donna Tatum-Johns and JJ Epperson. And we're going to actually push in to work with each of the cohorts. So we each have a topic that we're going to be addressing, but we're going to be addressing it kind of at the level of where those teachers are, how they've self-identified, so that we can kind of meet them wherever they are with our individual topics. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
I am too. And I'm excited that, I mean, when you look at the experience in those ADI trainers, like we're people who have 25 plus years experience each. And so we have a lot of things to share. And I think that's something that sometimes at conferences you don't find. You have like a professional trainer who comes in and does some leading sessions, but these are teachers sharing what's worked.
Yeah. And then the strand guides, Michelle's kind of referenced that they're somewhat like a camp counselor. And I kind of like that because, you know, you go to camp and you've got to have like that one person that you can just really rely on. And so we have chosen people to be strand guides because not only are they experts in ADI, acquisition-driven instruction, but we also chose people who are kind of known for their personality, you know, people that just are so warm and you just gravitate toward them. And they're just the type of people that are going to be perfect for leading our teachers through this process. So is it okay if I name our strand guides? Because I think
so.
We have such a great lineup. So
high energy.
High energy. So high energy, who do you think of first? Sarah Breckley.
I love
Keith
her.
Toda. Keith Toda, awesome Latin teacher. He's usually barefoot while he's teaching, so very casual guy. Anne Marie Chase, Andrea Schweitzer, and Lori Belinsky. So we have just some fantastic, wonderful, warm people to just kind of lead you through that entire workshop process.
Right. Give you advice about maybe what to do with your mornings, what kinds of sessions that you are prepared for. We're trying to really make it meet your needs and make sure that you get that growth, that personal growth that you're looking for.
Yeah. And we also have a couple of awesome keynote presenters.
Yes.
We're super excited. Can I jump in?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, we're really excited to have Florencia Henshaw come and speak with us regarding, you know, how are we the same? How are we similar? What are the traits that we have as teachers? And maybe we're more alike than we think. And I'm excited about that. I think that's an important message. And I think she's got a lot to offer with her book that she has written recently and just some of the things that have been going on with her. And then she's opening us up. And then Ben Tinsley from the Philadelphia area, he is going to be, go Birds. I know, too sad they lost yesterday. But Ben is going to be talking to us, and he comes with some great experience and also some really important equity and diversity type issues, and just helping us to all really understand how we can best meet the needs of all of our learners.
Yeah, and you know, Ben really he doesn't just talk the talk, but he walks the walk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is a real classroom teacher.
Right.
His entire classroom centers the people of the global majority, Black and brown people throughout the world, and he's unapologetically centering Black and brown people in his classroom. And the work he's doing is just fantastic. And just to put a quick plug in, his website is afrofranco.com. And then Florencia Henshaw's book is Common Ground. She co-authored with Maris Hawkins. And I would also like to put a plug in for Florencia's podcast, Unpacking Language Pedagogy, which is fantastic.
Can I also say one more thing about Ben?
Yes,
he is going to be doing double duty at the conference. Not only is he our closing speaker, but I'm really excited. He is going to be one of our language lab teachers, which this is kind of a cool concept, but we're going to be having real students from Pinellas County, where St. Petersburg is, coming to learn French, novice learners coming to learn French from Ben. And so he is going to be teaching them 4 mornings that week. And as a lab, we as participants of the conference can watch him teach, and we can watch what he does with his classroom, and we can watch how he interacts with the students and the kinds of things he does to build community and all of those aspects of teaching. So that's very exciting to be able to watch Ben in action.
And we have several other language labs as well.
Right.
I was just going to ask about that, who the other lab teachers were.
So we have Amy Marshall, who is going to be working with the novice Spanish students in Pinellas County. And then we have Claudia Elliott, who is the Florida Teacher of the Year. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but I know she was the SCOLT representative at ACTFL this past year and for Teacher of the Year. And she's going to be doing the intermediate Spanish, and we're excited to have her and do that. So those are the 3 that are going to be working with actual students. And then we have a couple other types of opportunities for people to learn language. We have Michelle Whaley, who's going to be teaching Russian.
Awesome.
And that is for participants. Participants can learn another language. And there's something really powerful about learning a language that you are not familiar with that helps you to really understand what your students need in the classroom. In addition to Michelle Whaley teaching Russian, we have Justin Slocum Bailey, who's going to be teaching German. And that's another language opportunity. And then we have 2 areas that are kind of near and dear to my heart. I really have a passion for teachers who need to improve their language skills and to be able to offer classes. So we're offering a language lab, so to speak, for French teachers that need to improve their French, taught by Sabrina, and wow, I can't remember how to pronounce her last name. Janzik,
I believe.
Okay, I did it right. Good. I just call her Sabrina, but yeah. So Sabrina, and also she's going to be teaching for French teachers to improve, and she's a native speaker, which is going to be great, who understands EDI principles and will really help teachers reach that level of comfort that they need to be able to deliver instruction using acquisition-driven instruction principles. And on the Spanish side, for Spanish teachers that need the same thing, we have Paulino Brenner, and we're really excited that he's going to be offering that. So these are really cool, unique things, I think, that for the conference that will help people to continue to improve themselves. It's great professional development.
Yeah. And I remember too that Paulino had a condition. He wouldn't sign his contract with us unless we promised him that he could start more spontaneous dance parties at lunch.
Right.
So,
and I said, okay. No, it was great. We had so much fun with him, and I'm hoping that he'll do that every day.
Be ready for a dance party.
You know, another thing that we're doing that's kind of new this year is we're going to be offering some sessions in Spanish. So Nellie Hughes is going to be teaching a few sessions in Spanish. And the last time I talked to Nellie, she was going to try to talk Paulino into maybe joining her for some of those sessions. So I'm not sure what happened with that, but Yeah. So, and I think that's another great way, just if you're a Spanish teacher looking to improve your own proficiency, go to a workshop in the language. Right. I mean, that's an amazing way to get some comprehensible input.
It's really good.
Yeah. So we also have coaching. And right. I know, Michelle, this is a big near and dear to your heart topic. So would you like to tell us a little bit about the coaching?
Sure. We have really great coaches lined up for this conference. I'm so excited. Basically, coaching is the glue that holds together what you've learned, and it kind of is the thing that will help you to actually do it when you get to back to your classroom. And sometimes you just need to put yourself out there and really practice, really have someone helping you to understand what you're doing well and by watching other people, what you can improve on. It's a great system. I'm really proud of our coaching model that we've been working on for a number of years with coaches all over the country who are excited about helping people move that next step forward. They really do help you to put into practice what you're learning.
Yeah. So, man, I am just getting super excited. Now, not only is it feeling a little bit like spring here in Michigan today, but like I'm just thinking about summer, and I cannot wait to be together with all these awesome people again and be learning together. And we are going to be actually doing this podcast from now until the conference. And we hope that you will join us again next month. We're going to be bringing you some special guests. You could probably guess some of their names based on the names that we've mentioned tonight. But we would love to have you join us again for some great conversations. And in the meantime, if you have any questions about the conference or any questions in general for us that you'd like us to address on the podcast, if you send us an email, our email address is Fluency Matters 2023 at waysidepublishing.com. And if you send us an email, we would love to address your questions on our next podcast. So, Carrie, Michelle, hope you both have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank everybody for joining us.
Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you in St. Pete.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.